Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing very well today, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie Jade. I post videos over here at least 3 times a week, and I do have a vlogging channel too. So in today's video, we're going to be testing out a brand new Revolution palette. This is a beautiful palette and I'm very excited to show you. So without further ado, let's just get straight on with today's video. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button, leave me a lovely little comment in that comment section down below, and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content just like this. And let's just get started with today's video. As I said, we're going to be testing out a brand new Revolution palette today. This is one of their Forever Flawless palettes. This is the Hype palette. This was released this week and it's just beautiful. Let's start off with the packaging. The packaging is so nice. I love the neon effect. Just love the way that they've done this. It looks really nice. Also love the rose gold detailing on the front. And then when we open it up, it is beautiful. Like, look at this color range. It reminds me of one of their Hydra palettes. So these are the Revolution Hydra palettes. So we've got this one here, which is the Hydra Turtle, and this one here, which is the Hydra Dolphin. And I feel like that palette, the new one, is like a mixture of those two with just a little bit of an extra pop of color. I really like them. So I'm really excited to try this. I'm going to insert some swatches now for you guys so you can see them. But this is just what the palette looks like up close. So pretty, so pigmented. I love the ratio of master shimmers. I think they've done a really good job there. They've got such a variation in colours here. You've got a white, you've got a black, you've got some reds, oranges, yellows, and you've got your pinks, purples. Got some really nice transition shades. You've got this one here, which is more of an orangey one, bit of a corally one. This one here, which is a bit of a purpley transition. You've got this one, which is a lilac-y transition shade. You've got this white one here, like a creamy white, so you can use that as a transition with many of them. Then you've got the shimmers. So you've got this one here, which is called Glitz. This is a really silvery kind of one, and it is ridiculously pigmented. It's so pigmented it won't even focus on camera. Really excited to try this. And then we've got Trance, which is this gold shade here. Got this one, which is called Party. This is a really pressed one, so it doesn't look that shimmery until you actually swatch it. Rave we've got here, which is a beautiful kind of bluey dark purple. And then the final one is this one called Gig, which I actually really want to try. It's a beautiful purple shimmer. I just love the colour story in this. I've been really struggling to choose what to go for with this because there's so many beautiful shades, but I just want to get straight on with it. I want to get started because I just want to put this on my eyes. So I'm going to quickly prep my eyes. I'm going to use the Beauty Bay eye base, and then I'm going to stick an eye sticker on so I can make this more of a dramatic, really thought out look, and we're going to get started. I'm now primed, I've got my eye sticker in place, and we're ready to go. I'm so excited to try this out. So I want to use as many shades as possible from this palette because they all look so beautiful. So what I'm going to start off with is the orange, which is called Beach Club. It looks so beautiful and it is so pigmented from the swatch that I've done. So I'm going to start off with that, and I'm going to do that through my crease. And the brush that I'm going to use, I think I'm just going to use my 301 by Real Techniques. This is a really nice brush. Really like it. So I'm just tapping into that. I also really like the shade names. You've got Vivid, you've got Festival, Glitz, Gig, Mood, Dance, Heaven, Party, Beach Club, Ibiza, DJ. You've got loads of them, and it just makes me feel like the festival season is coming. Makes me feel like summer and holidays, and I'm really here for it. So I've just got some of that onto my brush, and I'm starting to apply this through my crease. I'm going to start to map it out a little bit first and go in with a little bit more product. Okay, that's really nice. I really like that shade. It's a really nice kind of like warm toned orange. Just going to start to blend it up a little bit. Okay, I really like that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab some of that red with the same brush, the one that is called Shots, and it's a little bit darker than the orange, and then I'm going to start to apply this more towards my outer corner. See, they just blend literally seamlessly into each other. I really like that. It literally blends seamlessly. I'm gonna apply a little bit more of the red just to make that shade kind of stand out a little bit more. And then I'm going to clean off my brush and I'm going to go on with the orange again, the Beach Club shade. And I'm just going to reapply that where it was before, so over the centre there. And then round a little bit, just to really get that pigmentation, because I feel like the red's kind of overpowered it a little bit and we don't want to lose the intensity of the orange. Okay, that's really pretty. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with the yellow. I'm just grabbing a Morphe E18 brush for this, and the yellow is called Festival. It's so bright, it looks really, really nice. This looks really pigmented for a yellow, but we'll see how it performs on my eye. I'm just getting that from the inner corner up to where the orange is. That is ridiculously pigmented. Like, I didn't even get that much product on my brush, and that is so pigmented. Okay, I'm going to use this a little bit to help blend the orange out as well. Just a little bit, and then I might even run it down to the red. Oh, I'm kind of feeling that. Okay. I'm just going to start to use it to blend. Obviously, it's not the best blending brush, but it's quite small and detailed, so you can really get into that bit there without making it like an overload of yellow, just to get a little tint of it there. Okay, I really, really like that. So what I'm going to do now is go back in with the orange. I've just realised I've been blocking the light a little bit, so I do apologise for that. I literally did this in my last video as well, that I blocked the light when I was doing my eyeshadow. So I'm going to go back in with the orange now, and I'm taking the same brush as before. And I'm just going to try get a lot of pigment of that, because I feel like we have lost a lot of the intensity of the orange. So I'm just trying to get this right into my crease. Really like that. Do you know what? I feel like I've not had a Forever Flawless palette yet that has let me down. I've loved every single shade of them. I've loved every single palette they've done. They're just beautiful, and I just think they're really, really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away for just a few minutes and just do some blending. I don't want to sit on camera the whole time. I'll probably do a couple of minutes on camera, but I will then cut it off. Just do some blending for a bit, because you don't want to see me blending for like a solid 10 minutes on camera. But this is how it is currently looking. Obviously it's rather messy, but the actual pigment and the colours themselves I'm completely obsessed with. I'm going to apply a little bit more of that red first. It's really, really nice, is that red, and it's a really strong colour. Okay, really love that colour. So I'm going to sit and just blend out for a little bit, and I'll be back for you guys and we'll go the next step. This is now how it's looking. Now I've done a little bit of blending, so I want to add some more colours in now. Really want to tap into those like pinks and purples. So what I'm going to do next is go in the shade Hype and just apply that right after that red, like on the edge of that red. Really like the shade, and I want to see how it kind of work with the others. So it's quite a nice like corally pink. It's really, really nice. Looks rather pigmented, so I'm just going to start to apply this here on the edge there. Trying to be quite precise with it, because I don't want to end up going too far and then covering up any shades. I really like that. I thought that pink's just kind of brighten that look up a little bit. And then I kind of want to tap into the purple and see what that's like. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to tap into that Vivid shade and just do right up to the sticker with that Vivid shade. Ooh, that's a really nice purple. Okay. Do you know what? I'm really glad that I went into that. Originally, I was just going to go with the 3 shades, the yellow, orange and red. But then I thought, you know what? I kind of want to just use as many shades from this palette as I can, because it's such a beautiful palette. I really want to take advantage of all the different shades. So we're really packing that purple on there, getting the most of that pigment that we can. And then I'm going to do like a reverse. So we're going to go back across my eye and like reapply every colour to make sure we haven't lost any intensity. Do you know what? That is absolutely stunning. Really, really love the colours in this palette. Like, they're just doing it for me. I really, really like them. So like I said, I'm going to go back in and apply all of the colours in reverse order now, just to make sure they're all really there, get the pigmentation of them really there, and then I think I might go in with the cut crease, you know. So I've just applied the purple, so I'm going to go in with the pink next, which is the Hype shade. and just apply that right next to that purple and just help to try blend it in with it, but make sure we haven't lost any of the colour along the way. Oh, it's so pigmented, I'm so obsessed. Then I'm going to go in with the red, which is the Shots shade. By the way, I'm just using the Morphe E18 brush to do this now, just to make sure that we've got the pigment in there, but that we don't have like a massive brush that's just going to mess everything up. I'm just tapping that in. Really want the pigmentation of that red in there. There we go, that's more like it, that's what we want. And then I'm going to go back in with the orange, so that's Beach Club. And I feel like the orange is probably the least pigmented shade in the palette. I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit more just so you can see a little bit better what's going on. But I felt that orange is just the least pigmented shade in there. It's still very pigmented, it just gets overpowered by the yellow and the red at each side. So I'm really going to try and pack that on so then it comes out better, hopefully, when we blend it after. So it's really, really pretty. It's just, it gets washed out with the colours, I think. And then finally we're going to go in with Festival again, which is that yellow, which I'm mega obsessed with. Like, I cannot believe how pigmented this is. When I did the swatch, I thought it was really nice. I thought, oh, this is going to be really pigmented. But I didn't expect it to be as bright and as pigmented as it is. So this is what it's looking like now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend out these edges, because it's now, with all the colours are now in position and kind of blended nicely. But these edges are really, really harsh. So I really want to just get some blending going on there. The shade that I'm using to blend is Heaven, which is that white shade. I'm just using a Spectrum B07 brush, and I'm really lightly just buffing this underneath my eyebrow. Really, really lightly. Really like this brush. I think it's really fluffy and it's just a really good shape as well. It's quite tapered. I'm just going to keep doing this so I'm kind of more happy with that blend there. Just trying to make that a lot softer. So I'm quite happy with the blend at the moment, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some P. Louise base and do a cut crease. I really want to do this mainly because I want to try out the shimmers, and I just feel like it's going to make the look a bit more impactful and just a bit more out there. So I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to grab, I'm going to use this one. Yeah, I'm going to use my Precision eyeshadow brush, which is the Nia 205, and I'm going to use my P. Louise base in the shade 2 today. I'm just going to grab a little bit onto the back of my hand. P. Louise base, if you haven't tried it, I absolutely swear by it. I use it on my channel all the time. It's absolutely incredible. It just makes your pigment really pop, and it's just a really good like adhesive base as well. It's not too sticky, but it's got that tackiness that it's just really, really good. I used the Beauty Bay eye base, which I said before, for my base for my actual eyeshadow, which I do really like, but I do think that the P. Louise is just unbeatable. So when it comes to my actual cut crease, it's P. Louise all the way. I'm just going to really try be neat with this and just slowly work my way across my eyelid until I'm happy with the shape and the positioning of this. I don't mind this brush, but I've got one that I absolutely adore. But it got to the point where I've just used it so much that it's going to start just getting to the end of its life. So I've got a brand new Morphe one to try, but I've got to do what I got for my birthday video first. So I can't actually use that until I've done that video, which is so frustrating. But I have so much content at the moment, I literally cannot fit that video until like the end of March. Like, bear in mind my birthday was actually at the start of March. I just don't have space for it in my calendar at the moment. But this is what it's looking like, and I'm obsessed. I absolutely love these colours. I love the palette. Everything is just beautiful. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back in with that purple. I've just got the brush here, which is the 310, is it? Yeah, 310 brush. Going back in with that dark purple, the vivid shade. And I'm just applying that on my actual lid there, just where that cut crease ends. And then I'm going to go in with that pink as well after it. Oh, it's so pretty. I really like how kind of pigmented and how well they blend together. It's so beautiful. I'm just trying to get into that very corner there with that. And that is what it's looking like. I'm going to go in with a little bit of that pink. I'm just going to take this brush here, which is a 307 brush by Real Techniques. I'm going to grab a bit of that pink, which is the shade Hype. I'm just laying that over the top of the edge of that purple there. I'm going to try and get a nice ombre. And then I don't think I'm actually going to apply any other colour on my lid. I might just leave it down to the shimmers now. But that is looking really nice. I love the ombre there of it. I really like that. So I'm going to look at shimmers now. Really hard to pick a good shimmer. I kind of want to go with a glitch shade, but that is like pure glitter. So I'm not sure if that'll just be a little bit too much. I like the shade Trance. That's this gold, which I really like. But I also really love the purple one, which is Gig. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with that purple one there. I really want to use a gold, but I might use that for my inner corner actually. So I'm going to go in with that one, which is called Gig. This one just, I've had my eye on this one since I opened the palette. And I'm just applying this all of my lid. I'm not going to apply it right to the inner corner because I still want a little bit of brightness from that P. Louise base. But I really want to try the purple out, and so far it is looking absolutely stunning. Get a little bit closer so you can see. But it's so pretty. So I'm going to go in with a little bit more P. Louise base in the inner corner, just so we don't lose that bright kind of effect. I've just topped up that P. Louise base, and that's now what it's looking like. Gonna let it dry and then reapply that shimmer. But in the meantime, I'm going to take the sticker off. Oh, it's so pretty. I love the purple. I just love the purple on the end, like with the rest of the colours. I think it looks really nice. So while that dries, I'm going to do my lower lash line. And what I'm going to go in with is probably this brush here. This is the 307, so it's quite a nice kind of like shape and size. I'm going to start off with the yellow in the inner corner, and I'm just going to mimic the colours on my lid to my lower lash line. Going with that Beach Club Orange, the Shots Red right in the centre, and then working towards my outer corner, going in with that pink, very little bit there, and then the Vivid shade, which is that purple. And really get that into my outer corner there. I felt the only thing I could have done like better with this look is the positioning of the wing. I feel like that's just a little bit off, is the position of it. I feel like it should have been a little bit lower. I feel like when I placed the sticker, I just placed it a little bit too high. But other than that, I think that's the like main thing that I'm just not as happy with the look. But I feel like you can't get everything perfect, especially first time. So now I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just reapplying over that purple there. And then I'm going to reapply that shimmer. Really excited for this. So I'm just going to go back in with that Gig shade. And just swiping that across my lid. This is now how it's looking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away for 5 minutes, do this eye, might do a little bit more blending on this one, might add a little bit more purple or pink and just do a little bit more blending so I'm more happy with the look. And then I'll be back to show you guys the finished look, do an overall review on the palette, to give you guys my honest opinion, and we'll take it from there. This is now how my eye's looking like. I have done this eye, I've done my lower lash line, I've done my inner corners, and I've done my mascara. So the mascara eye that I used is from the new Rimmel collection, the Kind and Free one. I actually did a full video on this if you're interested. And then for my inner corners, I actually tried to use that gold shade we were talking about earlier on, but it was quite flaky. It was more glittery than it was shimmery, so I wanted like a really high pigmented one so it's really shiny. So I went in with the purple that we used on the lid for that. If I'm honest, I'm not a massive fan of the shape that I've done. I feel like the sticker's just, I didn't put it in the right place, so the shape's not how I want it to be. But the overall look, I love. I absolutely adore these colours. I love the pigmentation in the palette. All the shades are absolutely beautiful. If I'm honest, the cobalt blue isn't as pigmented as I thought it was going to be. I really want to try a shade, like a look with these three though. I think it'd be beautiful. The DJ one, which is a black, isn't as dark as I thought it'd be as well. It's more smoky than black. But I love all the shades. Like I said, the trans one is a little bit flaky. The only fallout I had was with that purple shimmer. I had a tiny bit of fallout, but it's so pigmented that I'm not even surprised. But this is the finished look, and I'm really happy with it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I hope you've all enjoyed this. If you have, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button for me and leave me a little comment any other videos you'd like to see. I've got some really exciting content coming up soon, so I'm very excited for that. I've got the brand new Revolution foundation video. I've got the brand new Revolution contour kits. I'm so excited to show you it all. But I hope you've all enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to subscribe. It really would mean the world. But other than that, that is it for me for today. And I hope to see you all very, very soon. Bye!